And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Craig Titsu Griffiths, and we have ourselves an event on tonight, and it is called Battle of the Bot Lane, which is kind of like really interesting. Um, so, give me 1 second here. Okay, so Battle of the Bot Lane is kind of like a simple thing where it's held on Summoner's Rift. It's blind pick. Each team gets 3 bans, and you get to call them in lobby. It's 2v2 ADC and support composition only, and the way to win is either it's the first team to 200 creeps, 2 kills, or 2 towers. The team that gets one of these first gets to the next round. And the prize is for first place 1 mystery gift skin for each member of the winning team, and that is pretty cool. So the finals will be a best of 3, and there are some map rules here. And the map rules are: the battle will not take place in bot. It will take place in bot lane. My bad. You are not allowed to farm the jungle or any other lane. There are no restrictions on items. We know that face to the mountain doubles the creeps. That's why the item was. That's why when the item was introduced, the creep limit increased to 200. The jungle is off limits. You cannot escape in the jungle or the river. So you're not allowed to escape there. And you are not allowed to attack from the jungle. So there we go. That's the rules out of the way. I think we just got our... No, we have not got our invitation yet. I do not think. Is this the right one? No, this is not the right one. Okay, so we're just getting set up here. It's just gonna take a couple more minutes. So while we're taking a little bit here, I will explain the eligible champions for this event. So for support role, Bard, Braum, Janna, Lulu, Nami, Nunu, Sona, Soraka, Tahm Kench, Taric, Thresh, and Zilean are eligible. And for marksman, Ashe, Caitlyn, Corki, Draven, Ezreal, Graves, Jhin, Jinx, Kalista, Kindred, Kog'Maw, Lucian, Miss Fortune, Quinn, Severe, Teemo, Tristana, Twitch, Urgot, Varus, and also Vayne. And also I'm hearing the I think Mordekaiser is available as well. So yeah, Mordekaiser will also be available for this event as well. So yeah, I'm expecting in this tournament to see a lot of Lucian. So that's gonna be something pretty interesting to see. I expect to see Bard a lot as well. I expect to see Tahm Kench getting banned quite a bit, and a few other things. And I need to do something a minute. Okay. Alright, so that's that. all sorted out, and we are just waiting a couple more minutes for everyone to get ready and everyone to be in the right rooms and things, and then we will get started. So yeah, it's certainly going to be interested. I've never commentated on something like this before, nor have I ever seen this game mode. So this is going to be pretty interesting for me to get this experience with this exciting game mode that's going on here today. And it looks like we might be able to have quite a few games in this today. Okay, so any minute now. Okay, we are going to be ready to step into our first game. In a second. Okay, so here we are. We should be getting underway fairly soon now, as we're now starting to get players into the first lobby. So I'm pretty excited to see what the very first pick and bans are going to be for this. I'm very curious. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to get started here. So it's going to be Roggles and Pete the Pringle versus Matt Modge and X Dragon Premium X. Quite a unique quite a unique name. Sorry, or maybe it won't be. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, we had a technical issue there. Ditanos is now available. So we should be going into our first game here. A second now. Okay. Okay, I think we might be underway here. At least we will be in a minute, as soon as teams are just getting into their individual rooms now, and then we should be capable of starting. So, I don't really have any favourites for this tournament, but I don't know, I got a good feeling that maybe Yordle's, that maybe Dexion Slayer and his partner might go pretty far in this tournament, I think. And I reckon Ghost of Valar, I think it is, might be able to do some stuff as well. I think it's Dexion and Gunner, actually, and they're not a bad team, so I'm told. The other teams in this, I'm not. So I think we're waiting for Pete the Pringles at the current second. There we go. I'm fairly sure we're almost ready. Your money's on Sticky Icky and Big Bad Ross. Nice. Alright, so we're finally into picks and bans. Or picks in this case, because I'm not even sure if I even know what the bans are going to be, because this isn't the typical game mode, so I'm not sure what's going on here. But it seems that Matt Modge has an issue. Oh, hi there, Yordle. So, I'm not sure if we got a technical issue here, or something, or connection issues, or something like that, I have no idea. But we were just about to get ready into picks, and Matt left. Okay, so I think we should be ready now. Or at least I'm hoping we'll be ready. But, I don't know, I think Dexion Slayer and Gunner 11 might stand a good chance. I'm pretty unsure what's going on here. Okay. Oh. I think I messed up. second. Okay, so we've got an issue. Something's going on at the moment. I'm not sure kind of what's going on. Oh, Dex sucks, does he? Okay. I think I have a feeling that some of maybe like some of the picks and bans that might end up happening is I could see probably Tom Kench getting banned. Long range poke champions, so things like Caitlyn and Tristana could possibly be banned. Lucian could be another example. Bard possibly because of Magical Journey and his ultimate. I'm not sure what else, to be honest. Hey there, Ghost Killer. 2323, that moment when you feel like a support main. I used to play support a lot. I still do. But I like playing ADC a lot lately as well. So other bans, maybe Karma. I could probably see Karma getting banned. That could be potentially another one. I'd love to know what the hold-ups, what's going on with this hold-up. Hey there, Dexion. I think they're just doing their bans right now, actually. Alistair's kind of an interesting ban. I suppose probably because of his combo. I mean, they don't really want Kalista Alistair in bot lane because of the Fate's Call with the knock-up. And then the additional knock-up also with... you don't really want the additional knock-up with Alistair's headbutt as well. I suppose maybe eliminating that combo might be good. I mean, Jhin Morgana is a pretty good combination too. Mostly because you can just throw out your... mostly because Morgana can just throw out her Q, and then that gives Jhin enough time to potentially poke with an auto attack and then follow up with his Deadly Flourish. So that could be kind of like a potential, really not only just a high damage dealing combo, but it's also really hard to get out of, which could be really interesting to see if that actually happens at some point during this tournament. Having a Jhin Morgana team comp. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we're looking at pokey team comps, maybe Sona might be an interesting ban as well because of the range of her the range that she can get on her Q it can be pretty insane, and she deals a lot of damage early on, but her squishiness could potentially be a weakness. So there's always that. And we are finally getting into the first game from the seems of it. At least in pick and bans anyway, and and it looks like the picks for blue team look like it's gonna be Tristana and Thresh, which might be an interesting matchup if they decide to go for that. But purple team or red team, my bad. I don't know why they still call it purple team. They're looking at Severe and Blitzcrank. Uh, Quite a dangerous combo actually because of Severe's spell shield as well, meaning that she can block out Thresh's death sentence, which could be pretty interesting. That'll be interesting to see. And obviously, Tristana would have an escape from Blitz's rocket grab, but only if she uses her rocket jump as a sort of disengage. Like, I would like to see that used more as a disengage than an engage. I mean, it really does depend on the situation, really, but I would see that being used in this game in particular as more of like a defensive sort of play. So we're going to be getting into match 1 very shortly, and these team comps are pretty good. Severe has got that really good farm. She's capable of farming very well with her Ricochet and her Boomerang, which is a Q. I think it's called Boomerang. I'm not really too sure. But like I said, the advantages really, she's got the spell shield. Blitzcrank's got his overdrive, which will allow him to run really quickly. So he could run really quickly, get his rocket grab, but then on the downside of that, he slows down by quite a bit. But the rocket grab into the knock up would be pretty interesting. Thresh has got Flay in the box, so that's pretty good as well. And I don't really see him using his W too much because Tristana already has a disengage. But if it's on cooldown, I suppose I could kind of see why they would do that. So we got like 2 minutes now, roughly. Roughly 2 minutes and 15 seconds until the first game gets underway here. And it's going to be a pretty... I think this has got potential to be a really good battle. Just with like the two teams and how well they kind of work together, does seem like it would be pretty good. It'd be a pretty good game to spectate, for sure. So I hope everyone else is looking forward to this game, because I certainly am looking forward to this game also. Yeah, this delay period, man, it sucks. Man, I would really like to see, like, other team comps. I guess I would probably like to see. I'd love to see Bard team up with maybe Ashe for like the double, just for like that double slow in bot lane. Make sure that they just never escape. Like with enhanced Crystal Arrow as well, the ultimate, and Bard's potential ultimate as well, being able to help out. I guess like maybe you could like fire off his ult and then, as soon as the ult comes up, the enhanced Crystal Arrow before they even get a chance to run away, and then just poke them down with all that slow, I suppose. And of course, like, Magical Journey means you can travel around a bit more as well. But you're not allowed in the jungle, so maybe that might actually make things a bit more difficult to use Bard's Magical Journey. We're not sure. I guess we'll find out, because we guess we'll find out sometime in this tournament if those picks would be good. But yeah, unfortunately there are other games going on at the same time that I can't watch, so I'm kind of excited to see what's going to go on in those games and see who's going to be through to the round after this. But we got 10 seconds here, and we're going to be getting into the game very shortly. Sorry for the long delays and delay periods, which I think in custom games should not bloody exist, but that's just me. So right, let's hopefully get into this then. As we have Dintos and Matt Modge versus Pete the Pringle and Roggles. Or Roggles, who knows. And, well, unfortunately, I don't know who's supposed to be bot lane. It's definitely not Blitzcrank, though. It can't be. I mean, look at that. Look at that disguise. That's. I don't know. It's not. It's got to be Alistair. I mean, it's got to be Alistair in bot lane there with Severe. It can't be Blitzcrank. Bloodmove Thresh. Tristana's the only one without skin. Oh man. Oh, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait for it to begin, as we definitely look to get ourselves underway in this first round matchup. Just gonna take some water a second. And here we go. So we have Pete the Pringle and Roggles versus Matt the Modge and Dintos here, and this looks potentially to be quite the game. Blitzcrank's not bought his items yet for some unknown reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. So he runs towards his lane. Alright, so Severe's started with her Q, which is a Boomerang Blade. And Blitz obviously starting with a Power Grab, because why wouldn't you? Thresh starting with Flay there, and Tristana doesn't even know what she's starting yet. Oh, I'm pretty excited about this. This sounds like it's a pretty exciting concept, and to be honest, this will probably help me learn the camera controls a little bit better, because I'm really not good. And both teams here in opposite bushes here, and I'm really surprised Blitz didn't try a grab there, actually. Some early damage certainly wouldn't have been bad for red team. But here come the minions now, and we're about to get underway. Finally. With Tristana getting first creep here. Which is kind of weird. So Tristana actually started with her Q, which is rapid fire, and some early damage there by Severe throwing the Boomerang Blade out. Tristana ahead on CS so far, 5-2, and they're pushing him back a little bit as Matt gets a little bit of damage on Roggles there. Boomerang Blade coming out, managing to scrape some damage off of Thresh as well. I was going to say where's the wards, but I kind of forget it's bot lane here. So not only are they ahead a little bit in CS, but they're also ahead EXP wise as well, which is going to be crucial in these early stages of this game. Tristana gets grabbed by the rocket grab there, and thankfully manages to flash away before she takes any more damage. She took a couple of auto attacks from Severe there as well, and that is a crucial beginning to this game. As Tristana is only 1 CS now ahead of Severe. She keeps throwing out those Boomerang Blades, getting crucial poke on these guys here. Oh, she got the... Oh, wow, look at all that turret damage that... Oh, wow, Thresh, and there's first blood. Great grab by Blitzcrank there to pull him under the tower and just absolutely deal a ton of damage to him after he tried to death sentence Severe there, but Severe managed to take a spell shield at level 2. And now it's red team that's got the advantage, not only now in CS, but also in kills, and Blitzcrank throwing out a rocket grab there that just missed. And Severe is down to half life, but that's... she's losing a lot of mana as well. That Boomerang Blade is pretty expensive. So Severe is ahead by 6 CS here actually, as Thresh actually only picked up some total biscuits back there. Oh, the rocket grab coming in for Tristana as the death sentence also comes in on Severe there, and it's and they almost kill each other there, but but Thresh has managed to get a kill on Severe there also. So it's now 1-1, and it's all even up here now. It's all evened up. Only one more kill needed by either team to secure victory in this matchup, as a Severe decided to go for Collifield's Warhammer. Such a weird name. I say sorry. Whereas Tristana decides to pick up the pickaxe. And potential builds for these two is Essence Reaver possibly on Severe, and Tristana might actually be going for an Infinity Edge. So we'll see on those developments as this game goes on here, as Severe gets some free creeps while blue team return back to the lane. And the advantage in CS is surely going to help when they back next to buy more items to go towards that Essence Reaver for sure. Blitzcrank didn't even take a support item. He took Thorin's ring, which is really interesting. I was not expecting that. And Thresh manages to buy himself a Kindle gem too. Man, my item's terrible too, but anyway. Oh, the death sentence comes in, and Severe used her spell shield to block it, thankfully, as Tristana gets grabbed again by Blitz and takes a little bit of damage. But thankfully she managed to use her W to escape. Boomerang Blade coming out, tagging Tristana again. As Tristana decides that killing the creeps right now is probably a good idea, and Death Sentence went in again, and unfortunately the spell shield was up. I think the spell shield has like a 20-second cooldown as well, so in that time they should really engage between, I think it's probably between when rocket grabs down and spell shield is down. That's when they should engage. That's the perfect time for them to just jump on them and do as much damage as possible, in my opinion. But they carry on getting tagged here by the Boomerang Blade, as the spell shield manages to regen some nice mana for Severe right now, as she backs off back to her tower a little bit. Taking as many creeps as possible. I mean, that is one of the win conditions in this, to have 200 CS, and maybe that might be the option that Red might actually decide they want to go down. Who knows? They have 54 CS combined between them so far, so... Oh, the Death Sentence coming out, but they couldn't find anybody. As Tristana now makes the engage on Severe, but wow, it looks like Thresh is gonna fall here, and that's the game, I think. Unless I'm mistaken, that is the game. That is the 2-0 there. No, the 2-1, so the game's over, and Red Team have won. So yeah, pretty interesting game overall.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
And that's the first game over, so the team of Ghost and Valor are through to the next round, I believe. Oh no, it was Ruggles. It was Oh man, I've forgotten. This is really bad. I'm so sorry. So the interesting combo with that last game in particular was I really enjoyed how.
It's time to duel!
Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. So one of the things that I found most interesting about last game was the fact that I mean, for blue team, they weren't really dodging that. They weren't really dodging the rocket grab that well, and they kept allowing them to grab them under the turret. And Thresh in particular doesn't have a lot of movement speed, so it's so easy to just like grab him under the tower, give him the good old uppercut, and then just throw as much damage onto him as possible and get rid of him. I mean, the exhaust surely helped as well with him not being able to escape, but blue team, in my opinion, they should have been dodging Tristana in particular and Thresh. Both of those should have been dodging more of the. Both of them should have been dodging more often. And I think it's best of 3, if I am mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it might be best of 3. But I am not entirely too sure. So yeah, interesting. It was an enjoyable first game. I really enjoyed it. I hope that if this is a best of 3, I hope blue team really do think about what they're doing in terms of movement. Because, like I said, Blitz just grabbed them far too easily during that game, and they got punished for it. And always facing against something like a Severe, especially with a champion like Thresh, where you've got to, where Death Sentence is your main engage, it's really difficult. I didn't really see Thresh getting too close to Severe or Blitzcrank and using his flay to knock them up. I mean, I might have looked over it, but it was interesting how. I mean, it's going to be really tough for any team comp to come up against any, like, in particular, any champion with a spell shield, especially if your main engage is kind of like Blitzcrank's, like Rocket Arm or anything like that. I am not sure what's going on here, if there's another round, or do I just wait for the next game to begin? I'm pretty sure pretty sure we might have to wait until the next game's going on. I mean, I might get confirmation soon on what might be happening. But hopefully it shouldn't be too long until the next game begins, so if you want to go use the toilet, have a coffee, cup of tea or anything like that, get some food or something like that, now is probably the perfect time to do it. Yeah, me, I don't know. Alright, so something's going on here, because I got a game invite, so it looks to be Pete the Pringle and somebody, I think it was oh yeah, I got spectate. I clicked I was in the wrong area. I don't know what was going on there. Alright, so Sticky Icky starts off with the Blitzcrank ban, which is good. Blitzcrank, obviously the rocket grab and the E as well is kind of painful. So I kind of completely agree with that ban. Ban 2 is Janna. Interesting. I suppose with a Q, in particular, Howling Gale, I suppose it would be like a, just getting knocked up, and also with her Zephyr as well. slowing you down, and then you've got the shield as well, which if used on Jhin could prove to be pretty fatal. Band number 3 comes across with Lucian. Lucian is very understandable. His burst potential is really strong, especially with his ability to be able to tap an enemy twice with an auto attack. That sounds like it could burst you down pretty nastily. That combined with his Q and also being able to have that lunge forward as well as like either escape. Can be used as either like an escape or an engage sort of thing. Band number 4 is Jhin. Well, he's raw AD, and there's quite a few champions that he synergizes really well with, like Morgana, Janna, anything that really hits with a slow. So something like a Karma as well synergizes really well with especially Karma. In my honest opinion, Karma is like one of the best supports a Jhin could have because of that movement speed that he would get off of Karma's E, the focused resolve, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I might have got that wrong. So I think ban number 5 is Thresh. So they're looking to ban out primarily hook champions, hook supports here, which is kind of interesting. Then ban 6 is Alistar. Alistar, for reasons that I explained earlier, is probably... I could probably see the biggest reason for him being banned is probably the cholesterol, if the games even last that long. Obviously, the headbutt pulverize combo is just really strong, especially when you flash in and do it. So I think we're heading into game 2 here, and I'm really curious to see what the team comps are going to be this time. I wonder if Peter Pringle and Rogals will go with the same combo. Well, I don't think they can go with the same combo. No, they can't. Blitz is banned out, so they're not. They obviously won't probably go for completely the same combo. But we are seeing a combo here potentially of Miss Fortune and Nautilus, which actually sounds really good on paper because of the Make It Rain. Being able to deal that AoE slow and then having Dredgeline come in with the Riptide. Then you got the auto attack and then you got the reset with the W, the little shield. And then bam. That's not only taking a boatload of damage, but you're also stunned. You can't move. You're rooted. So there's always that. And blue team have gone for Morgana and Caitlyn. So Caitlyn's really good because of the long range that she has, and it means that if Rogals wants to, he can play more safely. And also the passive headshot can amass quite a lot of damage pretty quickly, as well as Ace in the Hole. If we see level 6, Ace in the Hole is probably going to be really damaging too. Morgana, pretty obvious. Morgana gives Spell Shield. She also can throw out her Q, which I forgot the name of, and Tormented Soil. So she's capable of poking them down with magic damage. So I think that's probably going to be her main role, is to just deal as much damage to them as possible, and hope that she can hopefully land as many Qs as possible. So the delay is going on here. Which do you guys think? Which do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Team Blue of Morgana and Caitlyn, or do you think it's going to be Red Team with Nautilus and Miss Fortune? Personally, for me though, I think the Red Team has the better comp because of what they're capable of doing. Miss Fortune can deal a lot of damage. She can proc her Thunderlords really quickly thanks to her Make It Rain. Her ult does a spectacular amount of damage. On top of that, also you've also got Nautilus as a support. I mean, what's not to like about Nautilus, really? I mean, he's incredible. Well, definitely one of my favourite supports, that's for sure. So we got 1 minute 30 seconds remaining here. So if you want to go get a drink or something to eat or whatever, feel free to go and do that. So I'm pretty interested. I'm more interested in this match in particular than I was in the first. I'm pretty excited about this one because of just how insane it is to be. I think it's going to be really insane to see how well Red Team are going to do, and Blue Team in particular. They might surprise me. They might surprise us all in this game. Maybe this team comp of Caitlyn and Morgana might actually turn out to be pretty good. So I guess we'll find out when we get into the game just how good it really is. Okay, we got just under 20 seconds left here. And, man, this game is just going to be so good. I believe this is going to be one of the matches of the tournament. As we are loading into game 2. I believe this is a semi-finals match, so whoever wins this will go through to the finals, which I believe is a best of 3. And I'm very interested to see how this game's gonna go. And I hope all the viewers here are excited about how this game's going to go too. As we now load into game number 2 of this tournament here. And we got Pete the Pringle as Morgana, Rogals as Caitlyn. We have Big Bad Ross as Miss Fortune, and Sticky Icky as Nautilus here. And it's interesting to note that this time around, both teams have actually bought a support item, whereas Blitzcrank didn't in the first game, which is kind of interesting. I'm really interested to see how well Pete the Pringle plays Morgana. I did have a little chat with him the other day, and he did say he was a Morgana support main. So this is going to be pretty interesting. As Nautilus and Miss Fortune here are pushed pretty far forward here. So I think so Morgana did start with her Dark Binding. Oh, look at this engage! The Dredge line coming in already and forcing Morgana, unfortunately, to burn her flash already. So that's quite a good engage so far. They must be absolutely thrilled about getting that flash this early on in the game, because now it gives Nautilus more of a chance to pressure them now with that gone. And I'm just going to go on a whim here and say that at level 2, I really do think that Morgana will most likely get her spell shield. So yeah, game number 2 so far, and the minion CS lead going to Misfortune so far, and Nautilus. I like how like they're so in front of their minions. Like just, I really enjoy that. Like it shows confidence, and I like that. As the Piltover Peacemaker hit Misfortune a minute ago, and I don't know what Pringle was doing with that Dark Bind in there, but he completely missed his target. The Dredgeline comes in, and oh my goodness, that was an absolute ton of damage there by Nautilus and Misfortune, taking roughly over 3/4 of Caitlyn's health there. The CS lead is still firmly in Red Team's favour at the moment. The Red Team will be hoping not to get too many. No, Blue Team will be hoping not to get too many engages like that. As another throw by Dark Binding completely into the ether. As Caitlyn has a headshot and uses it on the minion, but unfortunately don't think she actually secured any gold for killing that minion there. Oh, there we go. We finally got one landed Dark Binding there. As so far, there's not been any physical contact between the two teams so far since that massive engage back at the when they were pushed back there. Is Morgana hitting Nautilus with practically no damage with that Tormented Sword there. And I feel like potentially the Red Team might be a little bit worried to engage because of Morgana's spell shield, but it doesn't look like that at all as the Ignite comes out there, and surely that's first blood for Nautilus there. Is great little teamwork synergy there by it's exactly what I was saying in the pre-game about the synergy between Misfortune and Nautilus is so good, and it's going to be so hard to beat this kind of combo, especially in this game, like with the Dredgeline coming in, then you've got the Riptide, and then you've got the auto attack, and then you've got the Make It Rain poking all on top of you at once, and then you've maybe got an auto attack or two from both of them during that. That's like literally almost all of your health gone. As Caitlyn buys herself a longsword and a pair of boots of speed, so that's interesting. As Nautilus and Misfortune go back and claim the spoils of their victory. On their victory against Blue Team here. As Caitlyn's just going to get some free CS here, while Misfortune and Nautilus are away. Trying to get at least a little bit of CS back from... trying to close the CS gap a little bit. And Misfortune gets herself a BF sword, while Nautilus gets himself a Ruby Crystal. And maybe they might be able to turn things around if they get a decent team fight on these two here. As Peter Pringle decides to go back and buy some more items here. And he buys himself, I believe, 2 Total Biscuits of Rejuvenation. So the CS difference is still large. There's a 16 CS, there's like 16 to 17 CS difference between Misfortune and Caitlyn at the moment. Caitlyn's staying pretty much glued to her turret, but pushing forward really slowly. She needs to get some CS back, but I mean, with this Nautilus hanging around there and Morgana's so far away from her, it's kind of like it's Really strange. She just wants to poke them off at a distance, which, to be honest, is completely viable. I mean, you could always poke them from a distance. I'm not sure why Pete the Pringle was throwing a Q out like that. Maybe he thought he was playing Lux instead. I'm not sure. But anyway, the Pills over Peacemaker there, connected with one of the minions. And trying to deal a little bit of damage there to Miss Fortune, but not very much because of Relic Shield, unfortunately. I think he might have upgraded that to a Targon's Brace, actually. So. Oh, he did. Okay. So the Spell Shield coming around Caitlyn there, and now that that's been burned, that gives them a perfect chance to engage here with the ultimates, and that is it. Game over, and wow, the two ultimates worked absolutely incredibly. Absolutely mind-blowing. I didn't even think the ults worked that well together, and that's the second game over. So, yeah, that game in particular was so much more different from the first one. And I believe that puts Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky through to the finals, I believe. If they're, I don't know who they'll be facing, but it'd probably be a good match. And co-commentator Dexion is coming through for the finals here. And it's going to be interesting to...
User joined your channel.
It's going to be interesting to get his side of the thing. So Dexion, please tell me, how did it go for you personally in those games?
It was difficult. I usually don't AD carry, but I do believe that I did well enough within my capabilities. But we lost by about half a second. We got the first blood, but they were quickly ramping up to 200 CS, so we had to go ham after they managed to kill me. So they had 190 CS already, and we just knew we had to go. So we went for it, we targeted their Kate, and she managed to get a headshot off just before I critted her, and she won by about half a second.
Yikes. So how far did you guys get? Did you get past the first round, or was it the second?
We are just first round, technically speaking, so we basically are out of the tournament with one loss.
Okay, so the next game is the finals, correct?
Correct, best of 3.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing who Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky are actually facing.
They are facing Valor and Ghost.
Valor and Ghost, wow, that's going to be a pretty interesting final then.
Oh, absolutely, Valor's Kate was on point, it was painful.
Yeah, I just got to spectate Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky's game, and I'll tell you, the combo with Miss Fortune and Nautilus is disgustingly good. It really is.
Yeah, it is. I played Miss Fortune as well, mind you, and damage is just so good.
Yeah, well, that was the positives out of the game, was the red team were played amazingly good, but blue team on the other hand, where do I begin with Morgana just randomly throwing out Qs? Like, she threw it at a minion at one point, and I was just thinking, is he lagging? Was he intending to like try and hit the enemy champion and probably missed? Or was he thinking he was playing Lux, where he could just like hit it through two things?
I wouldn't know. Unfortunately, I wasn't there most of the game, and I only saw the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's not always easy landing that binding, you know.
No, I totally agree. As a Morgana player myself, I feel really pressured to try and land that Q. quite a bit actually, because it's kind of like one of my main bits of engage. As soon as I get that down goes the tormented soil, down goes my exhaust, and then bam, whoever my ADC is just gonna have a picnic.
Yeah. Oh my, this is gonna be something, isn't it?
All right, I think we are ready for the finals actually, as I just got an invite.
Yeah, I've told them to invite you. I'm here already.
Excellent. Right,
I have
let's-
VIP access.
I know you get priority over me, unfortunately.
Hey, there's a difference in everyone.
There is, yes, and this final is going to be absolutely incredible. The battle between the final two teams here,
This is gonna be
wow,
spectacular.
we didn't even get to the bands.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oops, there we go, we'll fix that. That is basically what happened the first game as well, is that they started and then went like, oh wait, I'm pretty sure we forgot something.
Yeah, that happened in the game that I was watching too.
Yeah, you were a bit confused at what happened. I was just watching and going, aha. Oops.
I was like, Matt Modge is gone? Like, what happened? Did he disconnect? Alright, so the first ban is Kalista. I suppose that kind of makes sense because of Fate's Call. Mostly just being able to just knock up any champion by throwing your support at them. And you can easily wombo combo that with Alistar as well, and I've been talking about this.
That is the combo we wanted to play, was Alistar Kalista at first.
Okay. Yeah, you should have. It's a really good combo if you can live to level 6. Caitlyn is the second ban here.
Caitlyn is basically Scruffington's main.
Ooh, really good pick away then, isn't it?
Yes.
Nautilus makes sense. I mean, his kit's just too good for this. Blitzcrank, Rocket Grab. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it in the first game. Rocket Grab just decimated Tristana. They'd basically just grab Tristana under the tower and just like get loads of free damage.
True. We played against a Blitz as well, and that's unfortunate.
Alistar, I suppose for the pulverize headbutt combo, but also for the flash headbutt as well is pretty nasty as well. You could just like knock them clean into the wall just by flashing.
It's great engage.
Yeah, it's really good engage. And the sixth ban, I was really hoping to see Karma this tournament, and I was actually wondering why Karma never got played, because Karma Jhin would be one heck of a combo. It'd be the best.
Problem with Jhin is that he needs help with farming, right? Because you have only got 4 shots, you need to time it really well, there's a good chance you'll miss CS. And like last game, or my game at least, if you even miss 10 CS, that might be the game for you.
Yeah, I completely agree, and looks like the picks and bans are finished there, as the last ban came across as Lucian, which is understandable because of his burst damage.
Absolutely.
So we're going to get into picks here, and
Soraka pick
we
by
might see the
Ghost.
Soraka, yeah.
That is sustain lane. They're going to go for late game CS. Well, late game? What is late game in the sense of the tournament?
Well, late game, I suppose, in the sense of the tournament, would be trying to get to the 200 CS. And Corki combo with Soraka, I'm not feeling that much, to be honest, apart from the healing.
No.
I
Corki
guess.
does a lot of damage, though, but he's squishy. He's got a good escape with Valkyrie, and if he got a Soraka to keep things topped up, he should be having a good time, though.
Ooh,
Twitch, though.
Twitch actually does sound like it would be interesting because of the poison damage. I mean, you can secure yourself kills with that. That's
absolutely.
But he's not that strong, though, is he? Twitch, really.
The problem with Twitch is that his auto attack range is relatively short compared to most other ADCs, so he gets harassed.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Nothing coming out of Big Bad Ross yet.
Yeah,
Or Sticky.
nothing from red team so far here. Like, it's kind of interesting. I wonder what they're gonna pick, and it looks like, oh wow,
Wow.
that's quite an interesting combo there. So we got Leona and Jhin here, and another combination that I was talking about earlier that would be really good, in my honest opinion, is Jhin Morgana, Jhin Nautilus, anything that basically can root them, because then Jhin could just go ahead, get an auto attack in before they're unrooted, and then just go ahead and throw his W in there, and just stun them again.
Absolutely.
And then by that time, like, they probably would have wasted through enough damage to maybe reset Nautilus's passive to go ahead and hit them again. I mean, that sounds like it would be really broke, to be honest. I'm surprised nobody
That's a
used
lot of
it.
CC.
It is a lot of CC. And do you know what's really annoying?
Well.
3-minute delay in custom games. Why is it here? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you should take that up with Riot.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can understand in, like, ranked and, like, 5v5 Summoner Rift games, but, like, in my opinion, in custom games, I think we should have the option to remove the delay.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to set it at least, right? Like, maybe a minute, maybe half a minute, maybe no delay, at least something more customizable, but I don't know how much work goes into doing that.
No, I suppose not, and, yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to this. This game's going to be pretty interesting. I'm really interested to see how well Twitch is going to synergize with Soraka. It's like you were saying earlier, they're looking for a sustain lane here. They're looking to deal damage over time and not straight away. And Jhin can get pretty strong really fast just off of one item, so they definitely don't want it to go to the late game.
Definitely
Because
not.
Jhin has one of the best bursts in the game, in my opinion.
Indeed. His scaling with both crit, attack speed, and just raw AD make him a beast. But, again, though, you only have those 4 shots, which will do continuous damage.
Yeah,
So-
but you can't forget about curtain call either. That is just insane as well. Like, if you're low and he uses that and Leona engages with the ult, that's it, game over. That could potentially be a double kill and the game could just be done just like that. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes, in my opinion.
I just saw Scruffington disconnect, though. I wonder what happened.
I'm wondering that as well. Yeah, looks like we've got a bit of a technical issue here, guys. We will hopefully be able to get that resolved soon.
Yeah.
I don't know whether this is going to change picks and bans at all, whether they're going to pick the same champions or anything like that. I would assume so. But we can't always be too sure.
Well, let's see what happens. This is going to be interesting. Here we go again.
Oh, here we go again. The finals. The finals are always the most exciting time of any tournament, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I noticed they changed it to tournament draft this time.
Yeah, but just in case, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's understandable if there's any issues.
Wait, Hecarim?
Hecarim? Are you sure? Heimerdinger. Okay, they're wasting their bans there. I don't see why they don't just like ban them properly. It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
they could have done that.
Yeah. Maybe it might be the same team comps as well. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's going to be the Twitch and
Yeah.
Soraka versus Jhin and
This is what I like
Leona.
about these people. They're honest and just, you know.
they're honest, and that's the team they wanted to go with, and that's the
Yep.
team we're going to see. So, yeah. Well, our apologies for whatever happened there, but it has been resolved, and hopefully it should not happen again. So, still looking forward to going into game 1 here of this finals. It's a best of 3, and there's 2 mystery skins on the line for the winners here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I managed to actually win one tournament once. I am actually pleased. Debonair Jace.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's fancy, isn't it? But yeah, this is definitely one of the more exciting events that I've been a part of.
I couldn't agree more. I like the whole bot lane situation with the 2v2. But the only thing I suppose I could disagree with is like how quickly it's over. Like it's
Oh,
really quick.
but you need to save yourself for Sunday. For Sunday, I have something special planned for you.
Oh really? That's
You're not going to enjoy this one.
Oh. Well, I look.
you know that Earth's gonna be soon, right? So,
Earth isn't gonna be here this weekend. It's a Mumu's surprise birthday party.
they were telling me there was Earth this Sunday.
No. It's
Oh.
a Mumu's surprise party, dude. Apparently, Amumu's holding a costume party this weekend. So that's
we
gonna
get
be
free
pretty
skins.
interesting.
That would be something.
It would be interesting if all skins would be unlocked for the weekend. That would be pretty amazing.
That would be a costume party in my book.
Or maybe they might troll us, and the only skin that might actually be unlocked would be regifted a Mumu for the entire
Yeah.
weekend. Or maybe
These
it's all the
would be
Mumu
insane.
skins that are unlocked. Who knows? I guess we'll find out this. This Saturday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the idea of having like different things like that. The event, the new queue, I found out some more information about that new dynamic queue thing that's coming out soon with the rotating game modes. Apparently,
I've not looked into it too much.
apparently, whilst the games will be on like for an entire weekend, so from Friday to Monday.
Right.
And during that time, you can make custom games of that desired game mode. So, for example, if it's like Ascension one weekend, you could do that. But also, there's also saying that Dominion might be coming back as part of this game mode as well, because it's all previous game modes that Riot have had before. So
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
now, do you know what would be even more interesting? The
One for
Howling Summoner's Rift map. That would be nice. You know the Halloween.
Yes.
You know the Halloween Summoner's Rift map.
I
That
always
would
like
be
it.
nice if we could play on that for the weekend, or maybe the Christmas one.
I guess we'll find out eventually.
Yeah, but on PBE at the moment they're testing Ascension out, which sounds a bit interesting.
I've not looked into it. I guess I have to look at it.
All for
after
One
the
was
game.
my favourite game mode. I'll tell you
Yes.
why. Having 5 Luxes on one team using Final Spark on Baron is just incredible. It's like a rainbow.
We played with 5 Blitzcranks.
Oh,
They were angry.
Yeah, I think I had one game where I played 5 Blitzcranks, and I'll tell you what, the potential for custom games with that would be incredible.
Absolutely, that would give us so many more options as event staff as well. So
Yeah,
That'd
hopefully
be
this
great.
this dynamic this dynamic rotating queue thing sounds like it's definitely going to be able to produce us some interesting stuff here as we're coming into the finals here. S Scruffington and CV Ghost versus Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky. And the double Thunderlords in bot lane.
all the
bottom team
damage.
there. Yeah. And,
So who do you pick?
Jin Leona for sure.
Yeah,
Basically because
I'll
of,
go
basically
for-
because
go
of
for the Ram.
the engage. The engaged Leona is able to dish out is definitely going to help them in the long run. But then again, saying that, Twitch and Soraka, the sustain is pretty good. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when they come to clash together on the Rift, and I guess we'll find out who will win.
To Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, this is going to be an explosive side from red and a more sustainable side from blue. Kind of
sure.
polar opposites.
Yeah, it is always kind of
Ooh.
polar opposites, and we might actually have some engage here as
30 seconds until
Twitch
the
deals a
next
tiny
Oh.
bit of damage to Jin there.
At level 1 though, Leona doesn't have much of an engage, so They got free game till level 2.
I'm
and then they have
I'm
to
not
be
so
careful.
sure. I mean, if Leona starts with a Zenith Blade, then maybe there might be some engage at level 1, but
True.
I think she'll probably most likely go for a Shield of Daybreak though, which is her Q.
Absolutely. That's what I always end up starting with.
Yeah, I always start with it too whenever I play Leona. I'm a level 5 Leona. And Jin obviously starts with the
Bouncing grenade, yeah.
dancing grenade. Yeah, I
Dancing.
forgot the first word. Yeah, dancing
Yeah, I
grenade.
keep thinking Katarina, bouncing blade, bouncing grenade should be the same
And
thing, right?
Soraka obviously starts with Starkle. And Twitch, I think he's got his Venom Cask thing. Is Contaminate. Nope, it's Contaminate.
Disconnected.
And CV
Oh.
Ghost is disconnected, so I think we might actually have our first pause of the game here.
That is unfortunate, but this is why we're playing tournament mode.
Yeah, it's the finals, so I guess we have to take it seriously here. I mean, I don't want there to be a forfeit, not in the finals.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah, that would be pretty unfortunate. Do you know what's unfortunate? The fact that I got chat turned off, yet all of a sudden chat's still appearing on the screen. I don't understand what's going on.
Rico, please.
I've turned it
Don't
off.
make us hide it.
Oh man. Oh, some talk going on here by Twitch
I've
saying
hidden it
he'll
behind
run
the-
to them.
I've hidden it behind the character portrait. I'm smart. I'll just press enter, drag box, box gone.
It makes a little bit of banter between the two teams, though. I suppose.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a disconnect. Hopefully, he'll be able to reconnect soon.
He is still on TeamSpeak, so I'm going to assume he will be back in a second.
Yeah. Maybe it's just one of those really weird disconnect things.
Maybe he got a bug splat, you know, League, I wish the game was 100% stable, but we can only keep dreaming.
Yeah, I suppose we do. So I never actually got to ask you, who's your favourite? Who's your favourite in this matchup?
I'm gonna go with the Rat and the Unicorn, because they kicked our asses, they were really good, and I like to see them win just because I feel less sorry for myself.
Okay, and
Obvious reasons.
And users in our chat room currently, who do you pick to win in this finals? I would love to know. I'd love to know your opinion on who do you guys think are gonna win in these finals. As unfortunately we still have some downtime here.
Well, he just disconnected from TeamSpeak, that's unfortunate.
He says his batteries died or something apparently, so yeah. Yeah, good pick by Amaya there, saying that saying Leona Jin, which to be honest does sound like it's a really strong
Yeah.
strong team pick.
It is. This is what I won my Battle of Bot Lane with last time, was Leona, and if I remember correctly, I think it was Misfortune. And because Misfortune ult into Leona lockdown, it does so much damage.
Alright, and I believe we can get back onto the game now, so if everybody's ready, we may be able to resume play in 3, 2, 1, and we are back with the finals here. So we're literally about to get underway as the minions start to flood on both sides as Twitch takes a tiny bit of damage from... Twitch takes a tiny little bit of damage there, but he also manages to slip an auto attack onto Leona here too.
Yeah, they just have to be careful with that fourth bullet.
Yeah, the fourth bullet is going to damage the most, and Soraka manages to get the star call down on Jin there as well.
Jin taking a decent amount of harass.
Oh, I don't really like Twitch's chances here, like getting a bit too close.
Oh, it is not too bad yet. We'll see at level 2. I want to see how angry Leona is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how things are going. And now down goes the Venom cask there.
Oh, that's
As Jin is taking an absolute boatload of damage here, but he might be pushing a bit too far forward as he starts taking creep damage there. But I'd say that was kind of
by Jin though.
I would say that's kind of like an even trade, and unfortunately there's been
no.
another disconnect here. And I'm not sure exactly how many pauses we have here, but it looks like it might be another engage for might be a chance for
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Ghost is having some connection issues.
yeah, it's an absolute shame. I don't know, 1v2, it's an unfortunate situation, but hopefully whatever's causing the problem should hopefully be fixed for the next round, I hope, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like games going this way, but I think you only
Absolutely.
get one pause, and it's either that or they're not willing to wait and just want to carry on.
Or maybe he thinks he can 1v2 them, you know, he is a badass.
Yeah, maybe he might legitimately think he can 1v2 them as the rat. Maybe he's that confident in his own ability that he might be able to do this by himself. I mean, it would be, out goes the Lotus plant thing there by Jin. Slow. Leona's waiting like a...
Oh, and here goes Leona.
Wait, stalking her prey there, and look at the amount of damage going on to Twitch here as they both flash away, as Jin flashes into the turret, and Twitch manages to get away with his life. And he's got to be careful because Leona might be able to re-engage, and Leona gets the first blood on Twitch there. And that was really close. Yeah, I didn't expect Zenith Blade to be up so quickly, but it did, and Leona managed to get the re-engage on Twitch there and finish him off. So it's 1-0 to red team so far, as unfortunate circumstances haven't arrived, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe Twitch should have gone back. Maybe he shouldn't have like stayed where he was. Maybe he thought he was safe. But that's what you got to think of at the end of the day. Are you really safe with Leona and Jin? Because they're going to tower dive you if you're that low. It doesn't matter. They're going to tower dive you. You got to think. Wait, I got to go back to my other turrets so that way they don't stand a chance of coming at me.
And with Leona, you're never safe.
Exactly. That's exactly the point that I'm trying to put across here. Is that with Leona, you're never safe. Like that's Zenith Blade.
Yeah,
It's
it was
really powerful.
I honestly didn't expect to be able to do that, but yeah, it was up already.
Okay, so a bit of a confusing buy for Leona there. Is she bought a pink ward, she bought Ruby Crystal, and she upgraded to Targon's Brace. Whereas Twitch here is
going to be for Twitch.
Twitch has decided to double down on the Doran's Blades here. Maybe he thinks he can out-sustain. Maybe he thinks he can sustain himself a little bit.
The
With
pink
the
was not
lifesteal.
bad buy though, because you know Twitch will be visible all the time.
And Jin gets himself a pickaxe, which is not going to make the laning any more easier for Twitch here, but
Well, we should have Ghost back soon, hopefully.
yeah, but a level 2, like, how much of an impact is he really going to be able to make on this game now that everyone's pretty much even on levels except for Jin, who is has got a bit of a level difference there in experience. And
Twitch should be able to catch up because he's the only one receiving experience. All in all, it should be okay.
even if Leona and Jin do show a bit of compassion for them and decide not to kill Twitch for the second kill, the CS difference at the moment is 13, so that's going to be... It's doable, but with
doable.
Leona there, I don't think so. She'll just poke him out. And he walks into the slow again, and manages to bait Deadly Flourish there, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's been doing some good dodges. Oh, we'll see. So far, if he keeps pushing into the tower though, and he can effectively
And,
farm under the tower.
Ghost is
Should be
reconnected here. I don't know whether the opponents will give him a chance to catch up. I'd highly doubt it, but don't forget about the second. Don't forget about the second win condition. 2 turrets also can secure you a win too.
That is probably one of the most difficult win condition though.
It is, but like if you're in Twitch's situation and you're constantly stuck at the tower having to CS for your life, taking the tower is actually probably an easier objective than trying to kill him. And even though they're 1-0 up, it's still an easier situation to be in. As he comes in on the engage on Jin here with a rat-a-tat-tat, dealing an absolute boatload of damage to him. And that re-engage is not good. Leona managing to almost get her full combo off on him.
Now the heals of Soraka.
Now the heals of Soraka are probably going to make the difference here, I reckon.
Absolutely.
Unless Ghost disconnects again, which is...
Let's hope not.
I'm really hoping it's not, because I want a nice fair final here, and...
Absolutely.
It's all as a shoutcaster, it's all I really want is like a nice fair final. Between two of the best teams in this tournament. And it's unfortunate that it's been plagued so far with disconnects, but... Hopefully whatever's happening to Ghost hopefully won't happen again. At least that's what I'm hoping anyway.
I'm as well. I'd love to see these two teams just duke it out. I want blood on the rift.
I misunderestimated Twitch's ultimate. It's really good. The range you get from it and the damage is just insane.
It is pretty significant.
But what you've got to realise now is they're 1-0 up. Both of them are level 6 now. Both Jin and Leona are level 6 now. All it takes is one really good engage now by Leona, and the game is won because Curtain Call, there's no way you're getting out of it. And here it comes, the Curtain Call, and yeah, that's it. Soraka definitely fell to that, and there's really nothing that can be done about that, unfortunately. As Twitch comes in and gets late kill.
Beautiful if he got a double kill now, but...
Oh man, it'd be too late, I mean, but it looks good. Look at that! Oh, the double kill!
So, there we go.
Oh man, if he could have done that while he was alive, while Soraka was alive, that would be amazing. The game is ended without a result and will now exit. Game over. Yep. I actually like that. That's quite cool. I've never seen that before. So it's 1-0 so far to Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky here, as we are awaiting our invitation for the second game. So yeah, not too bad finals so far, apart from the disconnect issues. Jin and Leona really showing their dominance during that game. The first engage that they did on Twitch was actually really good. The amount of damage they're pumping out was really surprising as well. What's your opinions on it?
My opinion was, I think they would both Twitch and Soraka would have had a really good chance if they had the full, team available. I think it would have been a really close matchup.
Yeah, I think it would have been a bit different, but I don't think it would have been too different in the sense of like how squishy Soraka is. Like they could have just focused Soraka so easily, and there's nothing she can do to heal herself apart from Starcall, really.
Yeah, that's true. But you can see that the reason why you pick Soraka is just sustain lane, right?
I agree, like sustaining the lane's pretty good, but...
Well, they did pretty decent, all things considered. The farm wasn't nearly as far behind, and he was 2v1ing the whole time.
Yeah, I do I do kind of get where you're going with that. I really do hope that whatever was plaguing Ghost's internet or laptop or whatever, I hope that's all gone and out of the way now. I hope we can get onto a nice decent final, although it's a little bit too late, but
Wow.
Bans, they can do that in the game, can't they? Oh no, it's blind pick.
No, it's classic now.
Oh, okay. So Caitlyn is the first ban, and
same bans. Well, just list them, please.
Yeah, the bans need listing, so... Ah, man. I'm really looking forward to the second game here. I hope it's a much more fairer contest between the two teams this time.
Absolutely, I hope so too.
Kalista, Nautilus, and Alistar are the bans for blue team. And red team are they banned Caitlyn.
They banned Twitch.
They banned Twitch. Okay, so Caitlyn, Twitch, and
the last ban. I'm going to go with probably.
I'm going to go
Alistar.
I'm going to go. Alistar's already banned.
Alistar's already banned. Oh, Leona.
I'm gonna go out of no. I don't think so. I mean, they'll probably pick Leona again.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go out of the box and say Severe, mostly because of the spell
Severe.
shield that she can do on herself.
Blitz.
Blitzcrank. Okay, let's go. Here we go, guys. We're into game 2 out of our best of 3 here between team 1, which comprises of CV Ghost and Scruffington, versus Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky. Let's see if anything's going to change in like the picks. I mean, on red team, see if Caitlyn's banned. They can't pick Caitlyn.
Oh no, they're randoming everything. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Ooh, Urgot.
Ooh.
That would be an interesting pick. I've not seen Urgot ADC in years. That would be
Is that still a thing?
no, probably not. Urgot's pretty good in top lane, but I've never heard of him in ADC before. I'm fairly sure though that Scruffington knows that he can't pick. Can't pick Caitlyn there, but looks like CV Ghost is still holding to his guns and deciding that he might want to pick Soraka again, which is pretty interesting. And we got Scruffington. I think he might probably go for the Corki here. But another interesting pick that I think would be cool, that hasn't been banned out this game, is Lucian. Lucian and
Yeah, they
Kalista.
might go for the Lucian.
Kalista would be interesting as well.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not so much interesting as in like Fate's Call could save their support or something like that. Caitlyn's
Kate was banned.
yeah, Caitlyn's banned. Like, what's going on here? Are they ignoring their own pick and bans? I guess. Just give me a sec here, guys. Give me a sec. Okay, really sorry about that. I just had to go and notify Ghost and Scruffington that Caitlyn's banned and they need to remake. So I'm gonna quit spectating because I don't think the game will probably the game's not gonna start because Caitlyn's banned. So
Yeah, that was
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I suppose this is kind of why I really want them to do like tournament draft, is so that they've got those 3 picks and bans, so they know what they're banning out, so they don't forget. But I'm not sure. Not sure what goes on with that. Why they don't pick that the tournament draft.
Yeah, maybe because people will take too long. I'm not sure either.
So anyway, we'll be getting underway in a minute when everyone's left the game, because the game needs to restart. I suppose I better tell Sticky Icky that the game needs to be restarted.
Yeah, then I'm sure it will be fine.
I just went along and whispered them anyway. Poked them this time.
Anyway, while we have free time,
Yes.
how would you like Ultimate Bravery Earth Edition?
Wow. I've never played Ultra Rapid Fire before, so that's going to be really interesting in general.
It's wonderful. And when I say wonderful, I mean it's painful.
Oh, okay.
If you want to shoutcast with naming out or calling out skills, you will have the hardest time.
I suppose that would really test my memory, wouldn't it? Which
Well,
apparently it's not very
try
good.
and shoutcasts like, for instance, Katarina. Oh, Katarina uses Q, and Q, and Q, and Q, and oh. Well, it's never on cooldown.
Luck's going in with the final spark twice, 3 times, 4 times.
Just barrage of sparks.
Just a barrage of sparks everywhere. How about like one for all with Earth mode added? Lasers going everywhere.
Yeah. Well, just imagine Nasus just going cling, stack, stack, stack. Nasus is crazy in Earth.
Oh, I'm sure he gets banned all the time. I bet Teemo's probably
Yeah.
a right laugh as well with that blind.
Well, if like I picked Jace, and Jace was, you know the acceleration gate, right? Normally you'll have the acceleration gate once every 2 Qs. Now you have the acceleration gate and you can put through 2 Qs through it, so you just harass the crap out of everyone.
Oh, and thank you very much for the follow, Lady Amaya. Thank you so much.
Oh, I should
really appreciate
refollow,
it.
but I am already.
And it looks like it might be the same picks and bans across the board here, almost, apart from Corky being picked instead of Caitlyn. But Miss Fortune and Leona this time, and
It's
changing
time
things
to
up here. And
That's the
Constant.
team comp I won with.
Constant, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Soon
So-
you'll have 1 million followers.
Yeah,
It's only a few away.
yeah, it's only a few away from reaching 700, and then I've got to think of like something to do to celebrate 700.
Barbecue for everyone.
Barbecue for everyone. That would be awesome.
Yes.
All right,
Definitely.
so
I would, yeah, do something special. IP giveaway. How much money do you have?
oh, I got to get donations for that first. Anyway,
no.
I'm gonna be right back a minute. I know I shouldn't during like cast, but I'm really dying to use the
no
toilet
worries.
and refill my water bottle. So
I
Dexion
will
will keep
fill
you
the
guys
void.
entertained, I'm sure, in my absence. I will be right back. I hope I'll be back before the delay is finished. So I'll be right back.
Alright. Yes, stream is mine. We're hijacking this. Haha. I am a pirate, and this stream be me. And this stream is free. Oh, there you go. Free entertainment. Brought to you by KG. And still no karma. That is unfortunate. Out of all the champions, still no karma, no Sona. Some of the most, favorite supports not being picked. No Ezreal was ADC either. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure Kog'Maw is still a really good pick. While we still have a minute left, I would like to say that Sunday is going to be a special day for events. We'll have something special planned. I wish for everyone to come join us and have some fun. We need more people joining these events regardless. I wonder if he locked himself in the toilet. Oh, that would be unfortunate. Maybe the Kraken got to him. Solo cast, yes. I will solo cast this, no problem. What can possibly go wrong? Besides everything. There's only one minor issue, which is that we're streaming off his screen, not mine, so as much as I would love to be able to move the camera, I can't unless I physically invade his home. But I can try.
Alright, so we're here for the second round of the finals here, as we are
You sound
literally
like you're
kicking
out
off.
of breath.
Well, I came back just in time, so
Yeah, welcome back. I was about to consider invading your home to make sure I could control the mouse.
Oh man. Anyway, so
Welcome to
I never got to really go over predictions or anything, but I actually do think that maybe Corki and Soraka might be the better pick here because I've never really seen the synergy between Miss Fortune and Leona before. So
Then I'll be
30 seconds until
the
minions spawn.
one that will choose the other side because that's exactly the team comp I used to win the previous battle of that the battle of bot lane. So
okay. So,
so
it is,
my money is on Leona and MF.
and
While Corki goes absolutely haywire.
Miss Fortune starting with double up, of course, and maybe it might be another Shield of Daybreak for Leona.
Minions have spawned.
Has not
Phosphorus
picked a
Bomb
skill yet.
for
Neither Soraka nor Leona. Oh, Leona and Soraka now picking Q. Leona's still not picked anything.
maybe Leona's like one of these decisive people that want to try and throw me off my card.
Just watch, she'll pick R. Yes.
Now, what's
Level
really
one.
interesting is Soraka actually started with Soraka getting tapped there by Miss Fortune and the love tap passive on her for a second there. Which means she's going to take more damage if she gets hit again. And Soraka with the Star Call there, probably doing it to help Corki
Hey, push
farm a
away.
little bit better, but the Ancient Coin on Soraka is really interesting there.
Well, the ancient coin heals you, right? So it's good for Soraka because you lose HP by healing your AD carry. So to regain HP, you use the coin.
Yeah, and more gold as well would be a good thing. It's
Oh, the double
a lot of
hitting.
damage there by the double from the double up by Miss Fortune. Really giving Corki a hard time here in this lane.
Oh,
As
and
Leona
again,
actually started with Zenith Blade at level 1, which was really
they're
interesting.
pushing pretty hard. They're trying to just get.
Oh, she could
down.
engage here right now, and that would have just been magnificent. Watching Corki get that close, I mean, that Q was that E there from Leona wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't
Could
really
have
connect.
in the tower, maybe. Well, so far, farm is equal.
Yeah, an almost equal farm here. Actually, with red team 2 ahead because of Soraka's. No, because of Leona's.
Yeah. They're pushing hard though, and I'm not entirely sure if that's
Because of Leona's
the way
Relic
to go.
Shield. I don't know.
You though.
Yeah, the Q does a lot of damage and it can hit up to 2 targets as well, which means if the ADC and support standing behind each other, that's both of them hit with love tap then, and then all she has to do is strut in and deal a lot of damage. It's simple.
Well, preferably you cast it on a near-dead minion so it does 50% more bonus damage.
The
So
Gatling
you're
gun
really
there.
looking towards hitting the back lane.
Now guys, if you've never seen Corki played before, Gatling gun shreds armor and magic resist for each second that they're hit with it. So it can potentially stack up pretty fast. And you can deal a lot of damage if you actually land your Phosphorus Bomb as well.
It's a good amount of poke, but it's really mana intensive, which is the downside of playing Corki.
Yeah, I mean, you've always got to make sure you've got enough of Valkyrie as well to get back in case Leona actually does try and
Exactly.
invade you with literally everything. And I keep thinking that there's going to be a jungler any second that's going to come down that river.
The same way. When I was playing my game, I was going to try and ward the river, and then I had to turn my brain off going, no, you don't need to do that.
Oh, Leona there.
She's looking for it.
She's looking for it, isn't she? She's looking for it on Soraka. Like, they don't care about Corki, really. They want the Soraka. They want to kill her. So that way, the sustain's gone out of the lane. And it's
The
really...
Soraka's out of the speed range.
I mean, like, at the moment, Corki doesn't have much mana. So if they wanted to go all in on Soraka, like they're doing now, there's not really much they could do about it. As Leona there dealing a couple of crucial attacks there. And look at the amount of damage that's being dealt there by red team. It's insane.
That is the ignite down from Leona to prevent enough healing from Soraka, but
It's still
looks
smart
like they
play
might
to
hold
shoot
for
that.
now.
I mean, yeah, obviously Corki's going to get quite a bit of that health back because Soraka's healed.
But it was still a trade in favor of the red team, definitely.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was used-
that was a really good trade as well, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
It's a phosphorus bomb going off there as well as the star call, and dropped Miss Fortune to just under half of her health. That was quite a nice
that is
trade
some
as well.
serious poke you got going.
Yeah, like if you can land both of those at the same time, like what she did just then, that's pretty good.
And Leona looking for it, not finding it, however.
Oh, Leona wants that engaged so bad. You could just tell. Like as a former
You can see, yeah.
as a former Leona mage myself, Leona main myself, you can just tell when you want it. It's just like as soon as you have it, you've got to have it all.
Inching forward.
And interestingly, the level lead is on blue team, who are now almost out CSing red team now, but are still behind just by a
It's not too
couple.
bad. I mean, look at the global gold, it's pretty much tied up equal.
I mean, if you just look at that star call by Soraka, it's helping out so much because now they're now in the lead with CS. Now they're tied, I think. Oh, my maths is
it's good way,
completely wrong.
You know, they're going to back up, they're going to get some items going, and then they'll be back even stronger.
As
This is a good time for red to push.
Soraka has upgraded into the Nomad's Medallion. That's a really weird one to say as well. I had to hover over that one. And the Boots of Speed coming in for Leona too, as Corki builds himself a Sheen and
Look
also
what's going
builds
on,
himself
though.
a...
Leona's proxy farming.
Yeah, Leona's proxy farming. That's
MF is
really
back.
dangerous because you can get caught out pretty easily by those two there, and then that would have been one kill for nothing. As
Well,
Miss Fortune
if
goes
they don't
back
have to go back.
and
Sorry, go ahead.
okay, Miss Fortune goes back and grabs herself a BS sword and a long sword and a couple more Total Biscuit of Rejuvenations as well. So that's
That's the sustain.
yeah, and the damage as well. Like I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a double ult from these two, I'll tell you.
No, absolutely not.
But don't forget about the on-hit
Oh.
damage that Corki's going to be able to deliver now. That's going to be equally as terrifying. And also, Soraka
Yeah,
will be
it is.
getting 7 gold each time a minion is killed. That's crucial as well. That's going to be really helpful.
It is, absolutely. And the healing is really,
Oh.
really nice. 10 health as well.
The level 6 is up for Corki now. It won't be long now before Miss Fortune gets to level 6, and then I can see a really like all in by Leona. I feel like she's just
Absolutely,
gonna,
yeah. That wombo combo.
and with flash down on Corki as well. That's gonna be crucial. Corki would have to Valkyrie like the second he gets out. Oh, my God, the
that's a lot of
damage there!
damage.
And here comes the engage that I was talking about as Soraka almost goes down. And
Oh, but she lives!
wow, the
Holy
Valkyrie saving Corki there as well. Like literally last second, as bullet time came in and hit nothing practically. As
Yeah, it might have stretched for
let's both go back here.
Yeah. Now pressure's still on the red side now.
It is, but Leona could have easily have died there as well. So it was really
Absolutely.
risky.
Both teams recalling.
Yeah, both teams recording as
Oh,
Corki.
but Corki with the package.
Corki got the package and has also picked up the Ruby Crystal as well, as Soraka actually goes for body armor this time. Miss Fortune
Yeah, but
picking
this
up
is-
another.
This is really crucial.
Miss Fortune picking up
Like, coming
another.
back with the back.
Miss Fortune picking up another longsword here, whereas Leona's upgraded to a Targon's Brace and a Kindle Gem. And a Pink Ward.
Not entirely sure what the pink ward would be good for, but to clear enemy wards, I suppose.
Yeah, either clear enemy wards or just use it to ward a bush so that there's no surprises. As at the moment it's looking relatively nice CS wise, and I think this is the way the red team want to go, because they've got 89 CS now. And I think this is kind of like the way they're going to go. I think this is going to be like a last second kind of thing. I think this is going to go.
We'll see.
Yeah, I really do feel at the moment that this game is going to go down to CS.
Well, it's pretty tied up. They're only less than a dozen behind, and honestly, one good engage though from Leona. It should lock down.
And
Soraka.
you could kind of easily say the same about Corki too. Like one
problem
good,
is they
really
don't
good
have much
engage
of
from
a-
Corki too.
Yeah. They don't have much of a lockdown. They don't have any real CC to keep anyone in place.
I mean, all Leona's built so far is HP. She's not really built any armor, so she's not going to be. She's going to be just as squishy as Miss Fortune is, in terms of like getting her armor stripped away. And yeah, I should keep this professional. Anyway, on to business here as Corki fires a big one at Leona. Oh man, I'm just laughing at all my own jokes here. So bad.
Oh my.
Um,
There's a special circle of hell for that kind of stuff.
it's not suitable for this kind of stream. Anyway,
Aw.
farming wise, red team are doing really good, but yeah, Corki took a lot of damage from that double up there.
Yeah, but that's why you have Soraka. It's just a healing dispenser.
Yeah, it makes trades practically mean nothing. That's kind of what it does, and the laughs from Corki is just kind of kind of
Okay,
funny.
you know? He's having a good time. That's all. We need.
Stripping away the armor of Leona there. And Miss Fortune using the Make It Rain there as Leona tries to engage, but they both get caught up in that,
In the yeah.
yeah, in the
Miss
Equinox.
Fortune ulti.
And the ult coming in for, oh wow, look at this.
Really good Leona ulti.
Oh, there's the
He's
first
coming
blood.
up with Soraka.
There's the first blood. Absolutely amazing bit of play by red team there. And they might be able to finish this. They might be able to finish this. All it takes is another Zenith Blade from Leona. Oh, the flash!
Flashes.
The flash! Oh, look at this. They think they can re-engage here. Oh man, they should just take the turret. They should just take the turret. Oh, what's Corki doing? Corki's coming back! Corki's coming back. Oh, maybe he just wanted to push the lane out a bit more. I don't think he's in any position to re-engage here. I mean, if he does, he's
not
gonna
gonna
die.
re-engage. He's gonna soak experience as best as possible.
Oh, baiting that Zenith Blade. All it takes for it to land that, and it's game over, literally. And Soraka's probably going to come back and heal him up a bit, as they're both under the tower, and they could still dive him, you know. I mean, Leona has got quite a bit of health, and the love tap
Absolutely.
hitting Corki
You
here.
should be healed up soon. That Corki's having one hell of a time.
Oh, he is, yeah. Even though he's like a couple of seconds from death a minute ago.
You know, 1 foot in the grave might be fun.
Yeah, maybe it might be. Anyway, I think they're closing in on 150 CS now, which means they could actually win this by nearly all 3 conditions here, because they've nearly took the bot tower too. So they could literally win by almost any condition they like at this point. I mean, they might not even want
They
to.
would still need an extra tower.
Yeah, I suppose. But taking 1 tower would put them pretty close, as Corki is
I think they would
completely
get
out
to
of.
200 CS easier.
Yeah, Corki is completely out of
easier.
mana here. He's got to back, surely. I mean, he doesn't really want to get caught out by anything, especially with his splash being down. That's just like playing a dangerous game right there. Just having no flash and no mana, he can't Valkyrie away from anything. So all it takes is 1 really good engage, and he's done for. Because
Absolutely.
Soraka's
He
ult's
needs to
down
be
as well.
careful.
Oh, actually, I think Soraka's ult is actually up. It is up, I think. Nope,
It's
10
in
seconds.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I was just looking at a little icon and I thought it was already up.
Well, it's hard to see on that one.
It is, actually. I had to click the summoner. So there's 155 CS at the moment on red team. Ooh,
blue
a
team
little bit
lagging
damage there
behind
for
with
Leona,
about
but not really
20.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, this just might go down to the CS at the moment.
In favor of red team, though.
Yeah, which
Blue
means
team
red
will
team
have
will
to
win.
make a play.
If blue team wins, they'll need to play the third game here as Corky goes back, and he might actually have enough gold to.
Yeah, the good thing about Corky is that he'll get the package, so his
Wow,
return back
he,
to the lane
he,
is going to be quite
he
fast.
backed with 2,100 gold. That is a lot of gold. And yeah, he's got his Trinity Force now as Soraka manages to pick herself Ionian Boots Lucidity. Yeah, I did say that right. I'm impressed with myself. And Miss Fortune buys herself an Essence Reaver and Berserker Greaves while Leona gets herself a face in the mountain, and surely that means this game's over now. Because, I don't know, like, the tankiness on Leona and the fact that she could just hit minions now and just kill them instantly. And that's one CS there as well, like, that's something we've not really mentioned, is wards are actually a CS. So, it's kind of interesting, and look at this,
Corky might have been
the Corky package here, and Corky manages. Oh no! Corky does get it! Corky gets the kill on. Oh, it's game over! It's game over. As Corky gets picked off as he gets the kill on Miss Fortune. And that's going to end the game there. So our winners of this.
If he thought he had more time.
Yeah. If he had a bit more time. And the first game would have gone a bit better. Maybe we might have seen a different final here, but there we have it. Big Bad Ross and Sticky Icky winning the tournament, and I'm really hoping to get an interview with one of them.
I just spoke him.
Yeah, I just poked him. I'll see if he's up for an interview. I don't. He's still in room 2.
Yeah, just let me know. I'll drag him down.
I might just go bombard him in room 2.
That might work.
All right.
Channel switched.
Hey, Sticky Icky.
Yo, my man.
Can I get a few words with you? A minute, actually, about the final.
Yeah, sure. What up?
You played, if I remember correctly, you played Leona in both games, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's
correct.
Why did you pick Leona over something like potentially like Karma or Bard or something like that? Talk me through why you picked Leona specifically.
Well, the tankiness in combination with the burst damage, actually. And I take magic penetration runes, so yeah, lots of damage.
I did not know about those runes. I was wondering why you was dealing an absolute ton of damage to things.
Yeah.
So, did you have any influence at all on what Big Bad Ross was picking at all, ADC wise? Did you always have like a combination plan with him, or was it more like his sort of thing?
I just said like just do your thing. I mean, I don't know this guy very well because my actually partner didn't show up. So I just like do your thing, man.
Excellent, excellent.
And it worked out pretty okay, I guess.
Yeah, it worked out more than okay. You played really well, and your Leona engages were actually really good. Were spot on.
Yeah,
like,
did you notice that we were going for the 200 minions?
Yes, you were. Like, I actually thought that was going to be your win condition because at that point where you had 150 CS, I thought, hang on a minute, you could win in almost all 3 scenarios. You almost took bot turret, you were a kill up, and you had 150 CS. I thought, well, the easiest way you're going to go for this is you're probably going to go for the CS because you probably just don't want to engage in case Corky can actually burst you down. Because although
playing it safe.
Yeah, because although you had all of that health, it really equates to nothing if he takes the armor away from you with his Gatling gun. So that was kind of interesting. So what's next for you? What's next? Are you planning to come back and rule the bot lane again?
Yeah, of course, dude. Well, sadly, it's only once per month, so.
Yeah.
But I've been here like 4 times already, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it sounds great. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Channel switched.
Hey, Ross.
Yes.
Can I grab a moment of your time?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so in the first game you picked Jin and Leona. Was you worried about the team comp at all? Like how it would work?
Not particularly. I mean, the main focus of that was to just try and whip both stuns and get a stack in, and just keep them in and then put a load of damage on them. Because we tried to focus the Soraka. I think it was the Soraka in the... Yeah, it was in both games.
Yeah, it was Soraka in both
she's
games.
really squishy, so I thought, maybe focus her down, burst her down. The only heal she has is the Star Call, so there's nothing she can do about it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I thought. Like, looking at it in this situation, you don't really want to go for the... Because Soraka's so... She's so, like, she's so, I forgot the word, it's right at the top of my head. She's so squishy that, you obviously want to engage her over engaging the ADC if possible. So, the second game with Miss Fortune, did you pick that knowing that Leona would pick Leona again, like with that kind of team comp going on? Because it worked really well with Jin the first time, but when I looked at it the second time, I thought Miss Fortune and Leona. I'm not so sure about that.
I mean, I think the Misfortune worked a little bit better because with Jin it was a case of you have the double stun and you have the bouncing grenades, but with Misfortune, if you get it with a double up, and then you can literally lock them in place while you're just firing the ult constantly.
Okay.
You can't really do much about it.
So what's next? Are you planning on coming back and defending your title with Sticky Icky next month?
Yeah, if he doesn't mind. I mean, today I was just subbing in for someone who his partner didn't show up, so bit of a last minute thing. But yeah, if he wants to work together again, that's no problem with me.
Well, it's one hell of a job you two did, and enjoy your reward. And I hope to see you on the Rift again soon.
Thank you very much.
Channel switched.
And yeah, I managed to get a nice little interview with both of our winners there, and with some interesting words. And yeah, I think that's I had a nice little conversation with both of the players, and it was quite interesting. Like there was no real synergy between them, so they didn't like pick their picks as a team. They picked them separately. So like Leona was basically for themselves, but they were kind of like in it as themselves, but it worked well as a team.
Yeah, well, sometimes that just happens, right? You have two people playing their main champions, you just anticipate, you just feel how you should play, and sometimes the synergy just arises on the spot.
And we also, our suspicions were correct in the second game. They were actually going for the CS lead. That was going to be their end. I managed to talk with Sticky about it, and he said in the second game that they were just looking to out CS them. They weren't looking to do anything too risky because although they built all that HP, it's just like, well, if Leona just strips the armor or what? No, if Corki just strips away the armor, then it's going to be a bit of an issue. And yeah, absolutely.
I mean, with the Soraka pick, though, you lose out on a bit of engage and a bit of CC, where you, as Leona, you have, your W that gives you the bonus armor, and you can stun with Shield of Daybreak and Zenith Blade. So on the red side, there was still a lot of control, though. So I think it had a really strong setup.
Well, that's exactly what Big Bad Ross was telling me, that They knew that they could engage the Soraka because all Soraka could do was heal out and heal themselves in a little bit with Starcall, but she's so squishy that she's just so easy to just bully either out of lane completely,
exactly,
or get the kill.
That is one of the weaknesses with Soraka. While you do have a great amount of sustain, you can just keep your AD carry topped up. If you, at any point in time, get caught, you'll have to either burn summoners, pray to the RNGs that you end up being able to drop your E in time, or die.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree, and no, today was a good tournament. I actually enjoyed it, and of course, it's always a pleasure to commentate the finals with you, Dexion, and I hope we can do it again soon. But for
absolutely.
now, I think it's time we wrap this up. So. Craig Titsy Griffiths here, saying goodbye, and
Well, I'm Dex, and I hope to see you all in the next event.
okay, I hope to see you guys on the Rift again soon, so see you next event. Take care.